Titles are very important to Meghan. Meghan can cry about she only wants titles for privacy or whatever, but she wants the titles for monetization. Exposing SMG reports that Meghan allegedly cried when she learned the news that Catherine is now the Princess of Wales. The tears, if they happened, show how immature Meghan is. When things don't go her way, she cries and screams. Meghan and Catherine have always had a tense relationship, since Meghan was very jealous of Catherine and she didn't want to spend her years walking behind Catherine. In Meghan's world, she can't play second fiddle to anyone, and there was a lot of tension between her and Catherine over that. Catherine was just doing her job, and she knows her role. She knows when to speak and when to shut up. Meghan doesn't. Moreover, Meghan Markle and Harry have been dealt a blow, as new polling suggests Americans would prefer Catherine and Prince William as their king and queen if they were subjects of the British monarchy. The polls by the Democracy Institute found 60% of respondents would want the Princess of Wales to be queen, and 57% backed the Prince of Wales as king. In comparison, 26% said they would want Markle as queen, and 11% picked the Duke of Sussex as the king. Commenting on the polls, director of the Democracy Institute Patrick Basham said, "Meghan Markle is in terms of her status as a royal, how Americans view her as part of the royal family. She has two groups of supporters. She has your patriotic Americans, she's American, it could be anyone who's American, they would say they prefer her as queen. As we asked in the poll, than Catherine for example." Mr. Basham said the larger group of her supporters are younger Americans who are woke. He added, "They see her as something of the poster royal for that. The fact she's American is a bonus, but they would choose someone with that profile and those views she espouses and ascribes to over someone who's American and had politically incorrect views. So that's where her support comes from. But in a poll like this, she loses quite handsomely because Catherine appeals to a very different type of American, and there are far more of those. Catherine is the sort of quintessential what most Americans think of a young English lady. They can see Catherine continuing to become more and more central to the royal family in terms of its public profile. Meanwhile, anonymous insiders said that King Charles gave his youngest son an ultimatum about his $20 million tell-all book, or there would be no trust within the royal family. Charles has gone into severe crisis management mode, claim the insiders. He knows that Harry holds the key to a closet full of dark secrets. It goes way deeper than simply Harry calling Charles on TV a bad father. The insiders added, "The king has issued a firm warning to Harry that if he rats him out in any way in the book, Harry's whole family will be stripped of their titles, and he'll be cut off from royal life for good." There have been last-minute additions about the Queen's legacy, and he's also toned down some parts about Charles. Insiders claim that they had a lot of things about King Charles, Queen Consort Camilla, Prince William and Catherine. Several royal experts didn't think that Prince Harry could still change a lot of things in his memoir. His biographer Duncan Larkham, a former royal editor at The Sun, doubts if Penguin Random House will allow him to make major changes to his book. Royal expert Angela Levin, another biographer of Prince Harry, echoed the same sentiment. She also doubts that the publisher will allow Prince Harry to amend his tome. British journalist and investigative reporter Tom Bower claimed the couple is stuck with the devil. The Revenge author was convinced that the Sussexes were already tied to Netflix in the book, so they would just ignore the criticisms because it was the only way for them to earn money.